Hi, this is Les. I've been staying in Iceland. I only came here yesterday and I'm going back tomorrow. Come here with my son Max. Very short stay. I'm staying in that place there. And I'm just going to show you how close we are to that big famous church cathedral that no one can pronounce. Here, you grab that, Max. Okay. Okay. So we had a hell of a time getting here, didn't we? Yeah, Max is just nodding, he won't talk. Okay.
Yes!
Yes, we did, yeah. So you've heard about this volcano, yeah? Well, on Tuesday we were meant to fly out at 11:35 from Bristol. And yeah, just walk through the streets there. Go, see going there, yeah? And yeah, it got cancelled. And just before we were meant to go through, it said, no, sorry, you can't leave now. You got to come back tomorrow and leave at 6 in the evening. So we went for that, to cut a long story short, but it was worth it. At the moment, it's -3 degrees in Reykjavik, and as you can see, we're nearly approaching the cathedral. I'll put the name at the bottom of this film because I can't pronounce it, and I can't pronounce any of the streets. The names are just too long, and I don't know how the letters are pronounced because I'm not Icelandic. So
You pronounced the name of the vape shop though.
hey,
You pronounced the name of the vape shop though.
oh, well, speaking of other shops we've been to, Max, where else did we go to today?
We went to a hot dog stand.
Yeah, that famous hot dog stand that Bill Clinton visited.
Yeah.
And a museum.
We went to the Icelandic Punk Museum.
Icelandic Punk Museum. That's right, I made a little film of that as well, and Max had to go on the drums and yeah, and
He loved it.
Yeah, well, you'll see, watch the film.
He loved it.
Anyway, here we are. Oh, this shop here, for you Thor fans, this cafe on your left is called the Cafe Loki. Yeah? There's the Cafe Loki, named after the Norse god of mischief. And here we are. Here's the cathedral. It might just be a church, I don't know if it was a cathedral. But this is probably the most famous landmark in all of Iceland. This is the most northern capital city on earth. If you're in a capital city, you're south of me. If you're north of me, you're not in a capital city. Because I'm in Rekjavik. It's looking very Christmassy. Yeah.
More than it already does naturally.
More than it does naturally. Yeah. And I don't know if you can see in the dark here, or here, is the very man who first settled in Iceland and tried to populate it. Not all by himself, you know, I don't mean populate in that way. Yeah. And there you have it, in its whole majesty. And if you look behind there, you've got the street leading down there. There's lots of nice streets there. There's 2 main streets here, people say. There's the Rainbow Street, and yeah, and this is a place that, especially my son, but me too, I've always wanted to go to before we die. And we've done it. It's on our tick list. And everyone we've said to, you know, we're going to Iceland, they've all either said, been there, loved it, got a friend who went there, loved it, or I've always wanted to go. I haven't really heard a bad thing about it. So thank you guys, just for you want to share, want to see that. And yeah, sorry, this wasn't planned at all, as you can tell by my discourse. See ya, bye.